Okay, guys, let's feed our gut. Good morning and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day as a Filipino Nutritionist. Today we're focusing on meals for gut health. So, what is gut health and why does it even matter? Our gut is the home of trillions of microorganisms, and gut health is all about keeping these microorganisms balanced and thriving. And this is important because a healthy gut improves our digestion, how we absorb nutrients, our immunity, and even our brain function and mood. So it's basically key to our overall health. An imbalanced gut, on the other hand, could lead to physical issues like bloating, constipation, or fatigue, or mental issues like brain fog, mood swings, or anxiety. So, what keeps our gut healthy? Nutrition, hydration, exercise, sleep, and stress management all play a role. With nutrition, a gut friendly diet includes a variety of fiber and probiotic foods. Fiber can be found in plant foods like fruits, veggies, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Probiotics are the good live bacteria found in foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, Greek yogurt, and kefir. So, if we can get a good variety of plants and probiotics into our meals, we can help support a healthy and diverse gut microbiome. So, for breakfast, we have shakshuka, an egg and tomato based breakfast that originated in North Africa and is now popular across the Middle East. It has a ton of plants from the tomatoes, onions, garlic, bell peppers, spices, and chickpeas. We also get protein from the eggs and the chickpeas, and more fiber and smart carbs from the whole wheat bread. Lunch is a classic chicken adobo, but with a few twists. So, for the few who might not know, adobo is the unofficial national dish of the Philippines. It's meat or vegetables simmered in vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, bay leaves, and peppercorn. There are many variations throughout the country and even abroad, but typically Filipinos enjoy adobo with white rice with the sauce drizzled on top, and maybe even a hard boiled egg on the side. But since we're focusing on gut health today, we'll add a few plants to it. First, as you might have noticed, I cooked our rice with kangkong or water spinach. This is a really great hack on the rice cooker. When the rice is done cooking and it switches to warm, you can add some chopped spinach or kangkong and let it steam together with the rice for around 10 minutes. Then you can fluff it up and the spinach mixes really well with the rice. And you instantly have added nutrients. You can even do this with herbs like cilantro to make cilantro rice or a pinch of turmeric powder to make turmeric rice with that beautiful golden color. There are a ton of possibilities. Another thing we'll add to our meal is kimchi, a very popular fermented food. One of my favorites because it's so convenient to add to any meal and it lasts for months in the fridge. It's also amazing for your gut and it blends well with the rest of the dish. You can add extra veggies here if you like. The more variety, the better. But I'm just going to finish this up with a sprinkle of sesame seeds, another plant food, and also a source of healthy fat. And there you go, chicken adobo made more gut-friendly with kangkong, kimchi, and sesame seeds. For our snack slash dessert, we have here chia pudding prepped the night before. This is just made with coconut milk, honey, calamansi for brightness, and chia seeds. I'm just going to mix in some mango cubes, then top it off with some Greek yogurt for more probiotics and some granola for crunch. You can add whatever you want here, like chopped nuts, other fruits, or even coconut flakes if you want it to be even more tropical. Chia pudding is very versatile and also has a lot of nutrients that are good for the gut. Dinner is a fun one. We're essentially taking the flavor of the classic Filipino sinigang and turning it into fresh spring rolls. So we have the veggies usually found in sinigang like kangkong or water spinach, sitaw or long beans, and eggplant. These were all lightly cooked along with the vermicelli and the shrimp. But what really makes it sinigang inspired is the sauce. It's a really yummy, sour sauce that tastes just like sinigang broth. It has tamarind paste, tomato sauce, fish sauce or patis, calamansi, and honey thinned out with warm water. So when you dip the spring roll into the sauce, you get the veggies, noodles, shrimp, and sinigang flavor all in one bite. So, the American Gut Project found that those who ate more than 30 different plants per week had a generally healthy and diverse gut microbiome. The point is that variety is key, so you can get a wide spectrum of nutrients too. 30 plant foods per week might sound overwhelming, but you'll find that it's actually pretty achievable even without actively tracking. For example, in today's meals, I had more than 20 different plants, which is already 2/3 of the ideal number in a week. I wasn't really counting, I was just being more mindful about including more plants in my meals. As I mentioned earlier, our gut is home to trillions of microorganisms and they thrive on variety. So whenever you can, try feeding your gut a diverse range of plant foods. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this episode and let me know if there's any other theme you'd like me to cover in my next What I Eat in a Day video. And as always, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.